The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. And Jesus said to his disciples, "In those days after that tribulation, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light, and the stars will be falling from the sky, and the powers in the heavens will be shaken. And then you will see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power and glory, and then he will send out his angels and gather the elect from the four winds, from the ends of the earth to the ends of the sky. Learn a lesson from the fig tree. When its branch becomes tender and sprouts leaves, you know that summer is near. Likewise, when you see these things happening, know that he is near. And I say to you, this generation will not pass away until all these things have been taken place. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will not pass. But on that day or hour, no one knows when, neither the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father." The Gospel of the Lord.
Good morning, everyone. This weekend, we designate here at Holy Family as Discipleship Sunday, and we've been doing this for many years. And this is the time when we celebrate your incredible commitment and involvement in our parish, your discipleship. And to share her own journey of discipleship here at Holy Family, I'm invited to invite up to the ambo Valerie McAndrews, a very long-standing parishioner.
Good morning. My name is Valerie McAndrews, and my husband Paul and I became parishioners here 24 years ago when we moved to Pasadena back in 1994. I first became involved in the church by being a teacher in the Sunday school program, and soon our entire family became active at Holy Family Church. All four of our children attended Holy Family School, but we equally stayed active with the church and all of the ministries. I became involved because either Cambria or Msgr personally asked me to, thus Centennial co-chairs or the auction co-chairs a couple of times. Or I joined because I had friends that were involved, a book club or Mission Haiti. Or my husband became involved because he was passionate about something, coaching Holy Family middle school football. And our children also became active, involved with the fair, the giving bank, altar serving, or becoming an usher. As I look back over the last 24 years that we've been here, everything that we have done has revolved around Holy Family. Whether we are gathering to grieve a loss, or praying for a recovery, or celebrating something wonderful like a birthday or a graduation or a wedding, we have always been surrounded by Holy Family friends. By being actively involved with the ministries at Holy Family Church, we have formed a network of friends, young and old, and it's been overwhelming and it touches our hearts. Your brain might tell you that you're too busy to get involved, but listen to your hearts. We are the church, and it's much more than just attending Sunday Mass. Become an active parishioner. I told this to Msgr a couple of years ago, and I'll share it with you, that when I'm on my deathbed, that I will thank Msgr in Cambria and this entire Holy Family Church. I give thanks to Holy Family Church, not just because of the church, but because of the school, the fundraisers, the activities, and all of the ministries. It's because of that that our children and my husband and I have formed lifelong friends. and been given a blessed life. So for all that Holy Family Church offers us, we are eternally thankful, grateful, and blessed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Valerie, for that beautiful sharing of your journey discipleship and that of your family as well. You know, Valerie's generosity of spirit is replicated amongst so many of you here. So many of you share your time, talent, and treasure, and you are what makes Holy Family such a special and really a unique place amongst so many parishes in our archdiocese. I've been reflecting the last couple of weeks, especially with all that's going on in California between the Thousand Oaks shooting and the terrible fires and the crazy things that are happening all over the place in our world, crazy things that are happening in our church, that how much Holy Family means to me, and I think to many of us, as a haven, a place where we can find comfort in those times of our lives when, as Valerie mentioned, we're challenged or troubled or we have a tragedy, as well as the times in our lives when we have many wonderful things to celebrate, when we come together to celebrate the joys in our lives. Holy Family also provides a wonderful place for us to grow and to nurture our faith and to learn from one another what it means to be disciples of Jesus Christ. And at the same time, it's an opportunity, it's a place in which we can share our faith, to pass on the legacy of our faith to future generations, and to invite new people to the table of the Lord. And perhaps most importantly of all, Holy Family is a springboard from which we can dive back out into the community to help those who are most in need, who need to feel the hands, the loving hands of our Lord Jesus Christ through us. Whether that's through Mission Haiti or the Giving Bank, or whether that's through volunteering at Dolores Mission or Our Lady of Guadalupe, or perhaps it's by doing something that we, our own personal worthy cause or charity that we engage in our own personal lives. Whatever it is, Holy Family helps form us and shape us to be those disciples of Jesus Christ back out into the world, to transform the world in Christ's image. But we can't do that without your continuing support. And so my task this morning is to invite you to continue your commitment to Holy Family, your commitment of time, talent, and treasure. If you are a Holy Family registered parishioner, then I very much hope that you will have received in the mail in the last day or two this commitment card. And so if you have already filled this out and returned it, then thank you very much. I appreciate that very much, as do we at the parish. If you've not yet had a chance to complete the commitment card, then I would ask that one member of your household reach forward to the pew holder and take a copy of the card out. And what we're asking you to do is to consider your commitment for the upcoming year of 2019. If you're already giving to Holy Family, you might be giving through the Sunday offertory envelopes, or perhaps you're giving online out of your credit card or bank account. Then we'd ask you to consider to continue doing that, and perhaps even to increase your giving by 5 or 10%. We would be most grateful if you're able to afford that in your family budget. Our costs go up every year, salaries go up, bills go up, utilities are more expensive. And so if you're able to help us a little bit more this year than last year, we are truly grateful for that support. If you've not given yet to Holy Family, or perhaps you pop money in the plate, but you'd like to consider giving a more formal commitment, then you can make a weekly, monthly, or an annual commitment. And that will allow us to acknowledge your gift and your donation to Holy Family. If you'd like to find out how to go about setting up an online gift, then you can check the box there, and then Teresa Shaw, who's our data systems manager, will be very happy to kind of reach out and walk you through the steps. Even if you're already registered and you're already giving, I would ask you to complete the contact information, to complete that section fully. And that's just to make sure that we're crediting your gift to the correct parishioner. We have a lot of parishioners with the same names, so we want to make sure that we're getting the right one. And it also gives us a chance to make sure that our database is up to date, especially when it comes to email addresses and things like that, which have a habit of changing. If you are interested in finding out more about volunteer opportunities, and we have over 90 ministries at Holy Family, all of which are led by, or most of which are led by, and certainly which are sustained by our parishioners, then you can tick the box on the left-hand side of the form, and that will indicate to our Director of Volunteers, Mary Schmoller, that you want her to reach out to you, and she will be very happy to do that and talk to you about how you might get a little bit more involved along the lines of what Valerie was sharing, and many, many other ways beside at Holy Family. If you filled out any sensitive information, credit card information on the commitment card, then there are envelopes in the pew holders in front of you, so feel free to put your commitment card in there. But if not, please hold on to your cards, and in just a few minutes, the ushers will come through at the regular offertory time, and you can feel free to drop your commitment card into the offertory basket at that time. So all that remains is for me to say thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. This parish is the thriving, dynamic place it is because of each of you and your support for Holy Family. You are the force that propels us back out into the world to be that transformative light of Christ that hopefully brings the gospel to life in our communities and in the world around us. So thank you so much, and God bless each and every one of you.
Thank you very much, Cambria. Let me just add a word while you're filling out the card. I know many of you have that card and you're filling it out. I came here 34 years ago to Holy Family. I didn't want to come to Holy Family. Cardinal Manning wanted to come here, so I came with him. He died in '89, about the same time my father died. My mother was dead for many years, and I decided I'm leaving. So I took 9 months off, and I went to live in India, went in the third world. Loved it. And I said, God means me to be in the third world. I was idyllically happy. Came back here, and things happened. I'm ready to leave. I'm going. That's it. But things happened and pushed me around and reorganized me, and I think I'm called to be here. I think the Spirit called me to be at Holy Family, and you, the people, called me to be here. So I've been here now for 34 years, and this is only 2 times of the year we don't have a homily, and this is one of the Sundays. And it's a call to make a statement of who we are. Now, I belong here. Like Valerie said, McAndrews family, my closest bonds, my closest friends are here at Holy Family. You are my family. We need to support, to belong to one another. This is where I meet the blessings of my life among you. You are the blessings of my life. You are my family. When I came here, I came from administration downtown. And where I lived at 2nd and Main downtown, there were no dogs or cats or trees or people or children, just folks, homeless people mostly. So I came out here and I met people, real people. And in due time, I got to love you, the people of Holy Family. I got to call you Holy Family, my family. And therefore, I tithe. I personally tithe to support this parish because I believe in it. It's a place where people who are struggling will find hope. People who lose courage will find meaning to live. People who feel excluded will feel embraced. People struggling in life will see support. That's a living church, and you are a living church. So I want to thank you for all the years in which you have so generously, financially supported this church and in various ministries. And I want to ask you to seriously think about making a commitment. I do. I tithe to this parish because you are my people, and this is my church. This is our church, and it's my church. So thank you very much for the years in which you have inspired me and sustained me through your involvement and through your generosity. And I'd like you to think about what Cambria asked you to do here to continue to support the community of Holy Family. I bless you, my friends, my family. I bless you with a blessing of gratitude. Okay. Please stand now.